All right, guys, we're in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Doylestown is in Bucks County, which is outside of Philadelphia. And this is an annual car show that they have here. And we're a little early. It's called Dusk. Cars at Doylestown at Dusk. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. Oh, okay. Ultima GTR. I think this is the third Ultima that we've had on the channel.
This is the actual.
In fact, I think we had one down at the Rev Museum, and I think there was one down in Naples on 5th. So really sweet cars, really high power. They sound great. They actually sound, because of the V8, they actually sound more like a Ford GT than they do anything else. Neat cars, neat cars.
Yeah, those are clear. But you know, for me to go ahead now, they didn't have.
Pininfarina Azura. Okay, that's what it is. It is. It's not a Fiat Spider.
It is a Fiat, but it's not a Fiat.
So.
There's a story behind it.
All right. Well, I'm Sean with Junkyards and Barn Finds. We're a YouTube channel. So what's the story? Your name is?
My name is Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Pleasure.
How you doing? So tell me the story behind it.
Try to make it short. 1981, Fiat left the country.
Okay.
Okay, and so they got gone. Fiat Spiders were done, so they rebadged them as Pininfarina Azuras. Were imported by Brooklyn Motors. Fiat built the components. Pininfarina, who designed the car originally,
right,
added some improvements to it. So the last couple of years have rack pinion steering, fancy things that the other ones had,
right,
better quality interior, stuff like that. And so they look like a Fiat, but you don't see the word Fiat on the outside of it anymore.
So Mr. Bricklin, who made the Bricklins, was
the importer.
Was the importer, not the manufacturer.
Not the manufacturer.
But
Fiat assembled them. Pininfarina, it was really the driving force, the design company,
okay,
and Bricklin brought them in. And then 1985, it was over.
And then how long have you had this for?
I've had this about 12 years.
12 years?
So yeah.
So now, did you restore it, or was it pretty close?
It's all stock, original colors and everything like that, but totally restored. This particular car is called an 85 and a half.
Okay.
And it's the last one they made. It's a European version. They only sent 185 of them to the States.
Okay.
And it has European things that none of the U.S. cars have. So they're, of all the Fiat Pininfarinas, whatever you want to call them, it's probably the rarest.
Okay.
Most desirable. You know,
and what's some of the things that it has?
It has rack pinion steering.
Right.
It has a seat compartment storage unit. It's got a map light. It's got just funny doodad
just little
things,
things,
little tweaky things,
little things that make life easier.
Right, and every other Fiat for the last 25 years were all identical, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Until this one.
Until this one. So I've had 3 of them, and when I found this one, it's kind of like the holy grail. You know, if you can find one.
Right.
Because there's probably only 50 or 60 of them in the States known that survived that last run. You know what I'm saying? And
then this is their.
That's the Azura.
That's the Azura. So instead of Fiat badging, that's what you would see on these.
Exactly.
So if somebody's walking around and they go, "Oh, that's a Fiat," that's not a Fiat. It looks like one, but it's not. Now,
the engine says Fiat on the manifold.
Right.
You know, because it is a Fiat engine.
Right.
Exact same car from most of the. But the biggest thing is the rack and pinion steering.
Right.
Because the other ones are like that worm, and it was like driving a truck. And this is so much. They could have done this technology.
And it definitely has that Italian or European feel to the interior. When you look at it, you kind of...
The leather seats are upgraded and
right.
all that kind of stuff. And that was their last effort to keep it going, and they just...
Now, the vents, are they just air vents or are they air conditioned?
You can get air conditioning. It'd be a unit mounted under the glove box, a factory unit, and it would come out through there if you wanted it to.
Right, but that's probably real rare. So.
Yeah, you know, it's like...
So, and what size engine is?
It's a 2000 cc 4-cylinder overhead cam.
Okay.
Very peppy, very powerful, fuel injected.
I love the mirrors.
They're another thing. They're a pain in the neck.
Are they?
Yes.
But are they factory though?
They're factory, and they only did it for those last 3 years.
Okay.
And if you break this thing, forget it.
Never find another one.
The metal, this cheap Italian metal. It took me, when I bought the car, I had one mirror and have another. It took me 8 years to find a mirror.
Wow.
But that was one of the, you know.
Yeah, but that's one of the fun things of owning something rare.
Yeah, it's the hunt. Yeah.
So it's the hunt for it.
Yeah.
And then now it's done, and it's a really nice color. It's almost like a wine color.
Yeah, it's called Russo Metallica.
Okay.
And, it's the original color, tweaked a little maybe, you know, trying to repaint it. But.
Yeah, very sweet. Well, thanks for telling us the story.
Good luck to you.
All right, thanks. So we got a 71 Duster. We've seen a lot of Dusters today.
But it's black robes,
but
it's blue with the seats.
It's a nice car. 340. Chevelle SS. It's a nice car. Alright guys, the reason I didn't talk when we were over near the Shelby is because they're playing music and I don't have the copyright to that. And you hear me say that sometimes, and that's what it is. So we don't have copyrights to the music they're playing, so over there we can't really talk about it. This is pretty cool. This is a Skyliner, but it is not a glass roof Skyliner. So very cool car. How you all doing? I'm with Junkyards and Barn Finds. We're a YouTube channel. So. It's in the standard red and white trim. So we've seen a lot of those cars most of the time that they have a glass roof. This one doesn't have a glass roof. Nice old Mercedes. And we've got us a custom Chevy truck. Fuel injected. bed. Nice color. Some big hefty meat. Some really big shoes on this thing. All right. Here. Grand National. (1980s) lights cover. Period correct light cover. 87 Buick Grand National. Very nice car. And this has the T-tops on it. '36 Ford and a 1930 Ford. Cool little MG. Look at this little MG. I know, guys, we're featuring some British stuff. I don't want to hear it. We're featuring British stuff. I'm putting in some foreign cars today. Don't worry about it. Pretty sweet. I like the black. It's an MG 1600, 1958 it looks. So very cool. Very sweet car. 58? Oh, it's a 59. Okay, it is a 59. All right.
Yeah.
Ford Fairlane Ratchet.
Yeah.
Nice. Got a fair. I want to say that's the glass roof. Is yours? The roof's off of a Skyline, isn't it? So.
It actually came with the car.
Okay, but yeah, it's a Skyline.
Yeah, I broke
glass
the
roof.
original one. The original one was light green. We chopped it, we broke it, so I put a piece of fiberglass in there.
Okay.
Plexiglass.
I'm sure I'm Junkyards and Barn
Jim.
Finds.
All right, cool.
So, yeah. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.
Where it says merchandise store right here, merchandise store link, you will see it says https:/junkyards-barn-finds, and you click on that and it's going to take you here.